Today I'm going to be doing something pretty simple on my nails because I don't want to piss myself off. So the really only thing I'm going to be using additional is going to be some gold foil, my top coat, and my colors. The colors I'm going to be using for my marble are 653, which is Spring Fling, 544 Orange Cove, 654 Pumpkin Spice, 422 Portland Orange. Portland Orange was my first orange that I got from D&D, and I love this color. This bottle is almost empty in comparison to these. I'm going to also probably be using some Mia Secret clear acrylic because I like to encapsulate the gold foil because I don't like not feeling my nails being smooth over top. So I'm probably going to encapsulate just a tad with that. And I'm going to start off with the gold so I can kind of set myself up and see what I'm really working with. So honestly, we can just go ahead and get right to it. I'm just going to open up my foil. And what I'm going to do is kind of pick some pieces apart. That way I'm ready once I put my top coat, because putting foils on are super, super easy. It'd be a lot of foil that be in here, honestly. So it's just about ripping up some pieces and putting them into little sections. That way they're nice and ready for you. And if you want the foil to be smoother, you just have to like stretch it out. Like, let me see. Just like this, and kind of do like so. And this is going to be pretty easy, just marble. I just want something I could do on both hands and have the same outlook on both of my hands. I'm not trying to do anything too complicated. It is almost midnight. Like, I'm not trying to hang this up and come back at it tomorrow at all. I want to finish this right now. And because I have longer nails, I can get away with some longer pieces. But obviously, if you're working with shorter nails or like nails that aren't as long, adjust them accordingly. So what I'm going to do first is take my top coat and I'm going to apply it in the places where I want it, where I want the foil to lay for sure. Actually, no, I'm going to top the whole nail, actually. And then only a few are going to have the foil, but some places are going to have just a little tad bit of foil. So I'll just put some top coat in those areas too, like so. And then just going in with the gold leaves and plopping them down and spreading it out like how I want it. And because this is just top coat, you have so much time to work with it and move it into place and see how they're all going to look before you cure and set it like really and truly into place. This big piece I really want to lay on the ring finger. And because I am encapsulating, I encapsulate it just because I really can't stand the textured feeling. Like, it's just sensory overload for me. Same thing when I just did those rhinestone nails. I had to take them off. I just couldn't stand the texture of how it felt as all those rhinestones being on my nails. So you don't have to put clear on top. You can very much so just put, like, once you cure the top coat that you placed underneath, you can just go ahead and put top coat again on top and you'll be straight. But my body can't handle that. So I am going to be putting clear. And I kind of didn't put any top coat, so I'm just going to run a little bit underneath and then lay it down. Gold foil is really easy to work with, so don't be intimidated by it at all. It's very easy. And I think I'm going to leave my pinky plain, and I'm going to put just a tad on my thumb. And I think I'm actually going to do it at the base of my thumb and not at the top like I originally had it. So just taking this piece and laying it down. And maybe a little piece on the end. Bow, just like that. And then now I'm going to go in and cure. Okay, so I just did my non-dominant hand off camera because that is always out of frame. So this is already cured, and in order for your clear acrylic to go on top and not to be eaten up by the monomer, you have to put another layer of top coat or base coat, something on top as a barrier from the monomer. If not, your gold little flakes are just gonna get eaten up. So that's what I'm finna do with the Poochie's nails, or even if it's base coat, it literally doesn't matter what exactly it is, as long as you're putting something over top of your flakes to be a barrier. Okay, so I'm done with that. And now that I'm thinking about it, since I am gonna top coat, I'm actually gonna do my marble underneath because I might as well encapsulate everything, and that'll kind of help me not overdo it. So I'm gonna take the color I want most in my marble, which is the Portland orange, and I'm gonna just dab that on my little dish, just kind of everywhere, like that. Spring Fling is a lot more pink, and I don't really want a whole bunch of pink, so I'm just going to add a little bit of this. And this is a really thick color, so we're going to do it up like that. And then I'll take the 544 and kind of place it like that. And this is like a really different orange than the rest, so just gonna do it like this. Then I take just a white and make little dots in between everybody. This is like so empty, but it's literally still working. Okay, so now that I have that laid down, I just go in and I take a nail dotting tool and I marble it. I make everybody mix. And there's no real like science to this. It's just getting it mixed together. And I do think it needs more white, so I'm gonna take more of my white. Now that it's mixed, and just drop the white off. Like this. And then mixing some more. You don't want to mix it to like where it's totally blended, but you do want to be able to see the marble already with what you have going on. Let me see. Okay, I'm gonna take just some cheap blooming gel, and I'm gonna start off with my pinky because my pinky is bare, and I'm gonna take the blooming gel and apply a pretty thin layer just across the entire nail. And what this is gonna do is act like a medium when it comes to getting this polish to spread. And you'll see what I mean by spread in a second. Because most times I'm just going to pick up a pretty small brush and I'm actually just going to scoop the marble up like this and then lay it onto the nail. I actually picked up way too much. That's way too much, but it's okay. Damn, that's way too much. I'm probably going to wipe that off. Wiping my brush off, going in and picking some up, and then just plopping it down. When it comes to marble, you do have to keep an eye on it because once you get the look and effect you want, you have to cure it because if not, you're going to lose that look because it's just going to keep spreading. And then I'm just going to cure once I like it. I should do a better job about keeping my polishes away from my nail lamp, but I don't. So there's that. So as those two cure, I'm just going to go in with, again, some more of the blooming gel and just slam that on top. And just so y'all know, I have not applied the clear acrylic yet. This is before. So I'm going to put the blooming gel on both of these. I don't know what's going on with this. That's why I say just use your cheap shit because, like, what is going on? What is going on? Okay, wiping my brush off like so, and then just going in and picking up another glob of glitter. Glitter. Marble. And placing it and trying to leave it like with the same pattern that's on my brush. And to get that universal of like different depths, you just have to pick up different areas of the marble you've placed down. Like different colors that you place down on your mess. And kind of pat them into place. Pick up something that looks a little different and put it where you want it. I feel like on this one I can get a little closer to my cuticle to make it look a lot more filled in. So I'm just going to take a little bit of color and flare it out down there. Same thing with this finger. It's not as close as like to the cuticle as I would like, so I'm just going to push it back in there just a little bit. I think that's the thing with marble, like it's not gonna look the same across the board, so you have so much more wiggle room with this than you do any other type of nail art for real. So bow, I'm going to cure this. So this is what we're kind of working with so far, and I'm just going to do the same thing on every finger. The one thing I will say I do not like about this lamp is that you can't do all 5 fingers and expect thumb to be cured, I literally have to double cure this, like just the thumb by itself, for it to be perfect. To me, that's a problem, Couture. Okay, that's a really big problem, Mr. Couture. But here nor there. And I do think the problem would have been fixed if the inside was reflective instead of white. But I don't know. 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 But I always have a problem with my thumb in this lamp. And only in this lamp. My other lamps don't ever have a problem with it not being cured. So, alright, so this is what we have going on this hand. And I love it. It's so cute. This is fire for sure, for sure. So we're just going to do my not dominant hand off camera and come back when I'm doing the clear with the Me Secret I told you about earlier. So now I'm going to lightly shape out these nails. Very, very lightly. And really, when I say light, like I really don't have no reason to buff some of this out. But just to give them that crisp shape again, just a little buff. And I'm really only doing this with the thought in mind that sometimes you do lose your shaping when you put that clear on top. So that's why I say light. And when you go in and you apply if it's a fill and you did like a nude pink, how y'all saw I had underneath, keep in mind that it's going to be a full set with a marble. In order for it not to be super bulky and super thick, your pink foundation has to be really thin. You go in with your few layers of your top coat to layer foil. You go in with your marble and a thin layer of clear. That should set you at where you would normally be thickness wise for a full set. Don't go in with the intention of having a full set thinking you're just going to do a couple layers of gel polish on top and be done, because this is a layers thing and it can get really thick. So to avoid that, keep your base application thin, knowing that you're going to be putting a thin layer of clear acrylic, on top. I feel like that helps, just having that mental note, because as nail techs behind the table, we have to think, okay, what is the end result going to look like? So keeping that in mind, when you're doing really anything, your apex, doing a stiletto, keeping him coughing, keeping him square, knowing the end result is going to help you not get overly carried away and end up with a super bulky nail at the end of the set that the client's gonna be like, damn, like this shit is bulky as hell. But it's because you didn't do enough pre-planning and thinking ahead, okay, what am I going to be adding to all of this? Okay, so bow. I'm all filed and shaped up. I'm gonna take this away. And this is what I'm left with, which I really think is super cute. If I had the patience right now, I would do a little bit of rhinestones to add some bling to it. But I thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe to my channel, y'all. Everything helps. Leave some comments if you learn anything, if you want to see anything in particular that you're looking forward to as far as like you need help with, or you just want to see like a step by step of something. Let me know. I talk back in the comments, and thank y'all